What's up, YouTube? A-Beats here, and today I got you the deck profile for Imperialdramon along with the new EX1 Imperialdramon. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So for the babies, we got 4 Demi-Vmons and 1 Upamon. So with this Demi-Vmon, as long as your Digimon has jamming, you get to draw 1. And with Upamon, if your Digimon doesn't have any Digivolution, you draw 1 as well. For our rookies, we got 4 of the BT2 Vmon here. So this one is when your Digimon becomes unsuspended, draw 1. We got 4 of the jamming Vmon, because it is a necessity. Pretty much when it comes to Vmon or Imperialdramon, whatever, this is like a staple. And then we're running 4 of the new EX1 Vmon. So this one says that when your Digimon becomes unsuspended, gain 1 memory. For our champions, we got 4 Stingmon. Stingmon has piercing, and while your Digimon has the name Imperialdramon in it gains piercing as well. Now, it's not just also has to have the name Imperialdramon. It could also have just a free trait. Then we got 3 Lobomon and 2 XVmon. Now, for the XVmon, I'm only running it at 2, only because the original Blue Imperialdramon already has jamming. This is just for if I plan on playing Digivolving to the EX1 Imperialdramon. Now, for our level 5s, we got 4 of the BT3 Imperialdramon. And honestly, in my opinion, this right here is pretty much like the very heart of the deck, other than Imperialdramon. Only because with this Imperialdramon, this is what allows you to do as much damage as possible. And then we run 3 of the EX1 Imperialdramon, which allows you to unsuspend on top of Digimon that's already suspended, and also it gives your Imperialdramon, well, pretty much it gives it the ability of not being blocked. Now for our level 6, we got 4 of the BT3 Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Pretty much no explanation is needed on this. Like, he is a very powerful heavy hitter, 12,000 DP. As long as you have a Dino Beamon or a Imperialdramon, the Digivolution cost is 3. When Digivolving, he unsuspends, swings with jamming. And then we got 2 of the EX1 Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Now, when I play this deck, this card doesn't really come up often. But when it does, it comes in very handy. So this is a very situational type of Imperialdramon. So depending on the situation, that would determine if he is needed to be brought out, whether it's to have the extra 1,000 DP or to just be able to suspend your opponent's Digimon. And then I am running 2 Omnimons. So for the Blitz Omni, I will show in a little bit like why I run this. I mean, It's pretty much self-explanatory. The Blitz is very useful, and the effect to being able to protect itself at least once, it comes in very handy. For our tamers, we got 2 Soren Joe and 2 Davis. So for the Soren Joe, it allows me to swing, remove bottom 2 Digivolution of a Digimon, and if my opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution, gain 2 memory. Davis allows me to search my deck to get the necessary cards I need to get the right lineup for Imperialdramon as well. And lastly, for our options, we got running 4 Hammer Sparks, 4 Ice Walls. Seeing as how Ice Wall is still not hit to 1 yet, figure might as well use it while we can. And 2 Cocytus Breath. So, other than the Hammer Spark, the Ice Wall and Cocytus Breath really helps give you sort of protection, as you're building up to your Imperialdramon. Now I'm going to go ahead and show a few examples here of a good lineup for Imperialdramon. For the rookies, we got these 2 Vmons here. The reason why I'm not including the jamming Vmon is because he's fine being on its own, just swinging with jamming. But these 2 here, these are the ones that you want to focus on when it comes to building up to your Imperialdramon. For the level 4s, we got Stingmon, XVmon. Now, out of these 2, I prefer personally Stingmon. I feel like Stingmon will be more beneficial. However, if you do use XVmon to give it jamming, you might as well use this for when you're digivolving to the EX1 Imperialdramon. Now, for the level 5s, I know obviously this is the best Imperialdramon. However, this one is still good. Not being able to be blocked, that's great. And honestly, if you're gonna use this Imperialdramon, might as well have it on top of this XVmon, because there's no point in your Digimon having piercing if it can't be blocked. However, if your opponent does swing, then assuming you have enough DP, you can just truck over it. So technically it works either way. But regardless, this Imperialdramon is the one that helps provide a big heavy hitter. So here we have the BT3 Imperialdramon and EX1 Imperialdramon. So to me, my perfect lineup is actually this one right here. And like I said, it doesn't matter which Vmon you use, whether you want to draw one or gain a memory, that's up to you. Give it piercing and unsuspend. So normally what I do is, if I already have Imperialdramon now and I have 3 memory, I'll swing with Imperialdramon first, digivolve to unsuspend. So I'm already hitting for 1. Swing again and use Imperialdramon's effect to unsuspend. So that's 2. And then swing for the 3rd time. That's 3. And then I digivolve on top of that into Omnimon and swing for 4th time. And assuming if I have enough memory, which shouldn't be a problem with the Hammer Sparks and Soren Joe, then I would use Lobomon to digivolve on top of a Tamer and swing for the 5th security. Now, I still haven't found a way yet to, personally OTK, but one thing I like to do to sneak up, to my opponents is I rely on the jamming Vmons to just play it out right and try to poke at them. So I know that if I leave my opponent with at least 3 security stack and I have this Imperialdramon out, then it's game. So usually, most people they have their guard down when they have 3 security because they don't think that they could be like OTK'd. So with you poking at them, regardless whether it's this Vmon or another Digimon, who cares if it gets deleted? You're getting the job done. As long as you at least leave them at 3 and have this guy out with the BT3 Imperialdramon, you'll get the job done. And for this Imperialdramon, the EX1, would the best situation that this card came up in is, let's say my opponent swings at me with a heavy hitter and they have reboot, for example. So I can either use, it doesn't matter whether I use this Imperialdramon or this one. I can use this EX1 Imperialdramon to suspend theirs and swing over it. Now, keep in mind that although he gets 1000 DP for each color, blue still counts itself as well. So technically, he will be at 13,000 DP. That's assuming that you use the level 4 Stingmon. If you use the jamming XVmon, then it will be at 12,000 DP. So if you guys enjoyed the Imperialdramon deck profile, please like and subscribe. A Beats out.